trying to do this entire year. We are trying to see that every 2 months, 3 months, every quarter at least once we are able to do something with the kids that is more engaging. That helps us understand how their application skills are and stuff. So that's how we thought of in this time doing a fun science exhibition so that they can feel. So it's been like about 10 years that I've been associated with Kumon. I started Kumon and through these 10 years I think more than me teaching the child, I've been learning from the child, right? And I think that's very special about this Kumon instructor role, right? Every single day there is something that the child does, the questions that the children ask, and because of that, there is, I as an educationist, I feel that there is a lot of gaps between what happens in school, what is taught through our traditional and conventional school methods, as well as what actually the child needs, right? I think true education is when children learn for life, not just for marks, right? And to learn for life, you need to learn through experiments, you need to learn through exposure, you need to learn through your mistakes, trial and error. Thank you so much. I think I will hand it over to Abhilash. He will run us through what is the intention, and then he will run us through all the experiments as well, right? And then we will have some question answers. Okay?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Abhilash from Innovative Masterminds. Our intention here is, in this particular science club, the students will be doing the hands-on experiment, and when they do certain but during the classes, the course which we are planning over here will be having content of biology, chemistry and physics, all three mixed up. When a student learns something, from our class, the thought that we want to initiate in their head is that how does that work? Today's class also they'll be seeing a lot of experiment. They'll have an idea like how it might be working, but when they come to the class, they'll get to know how it actually works and what's actually happening. Say, what is science? When I say how much do you like physics? The students' general answer is like physics is all about math and I don't like solving problems. This is the general mindset that students have acquired in a long time, with the current education system. But what they need to understand is, if you're walking up the stairs or going down the stairs, that you are applying physics over there. It's a life skill. Physics, biology or chemistry, whatever we have around us, we'll be able to see all three aspects. And to see that is what we are planning to make we are trying to prepare the kids in that aspect. That when we say light in the class, back in my time, I'll just say what used to happen in my school. When it comes to light, the teacher would bring concave lens, convex lens, concave mirrors, convex mirrors, and they used to project it along with the candle, how the light will fall, how you will be able to see that getting inverted. All these things were experimented, shown with the physical model. But now what's happening is, because of the growth in technology, obviously, all these things are presented on a smart board, on a video file or a GIF file will be demonstrated over there, and student will not get an option to hold it in their hand and learn this one. I feel like experimental way of learning will make sure that the concept will stick into their head for a very long time, irrespective of what the topic is. It's like if I say what is an electric circuit, everybody who's in 7th standard should be able to answer this question without any doubt. When I say what is an electric circuit, they'll say, okay, it's a path where the current will be able to flow. Okay, is that it? So when I say, okay, what type of circuit do we have over here in this apartment, in this building right now? All these lights are glowing, right? Are they connected in series or in parallel? Parallel, very good. Somebody said parallel. Okay, why do we use parallel connection instead of series connection in the building? Even in series connection, I'll be able to give bulbs, right? In one connection.
Yeah, but then it's just one switch for the board in the series, but the additional light level is separate.
Very good. Now, consider in the series only, if I put one bulb over here and the other switch and a bulb and a switch and a bulb. Will that work?
No.
Why not?
Because then, for example, you're running on the first switch and then you're running on the second switch. It's open circuit.
Wonderful. So really brilliant. See, this is what? Which grade are you?
7th.
Wonderful. See, 7th grade students
He's a
are...
homeschooler.
Oh.
He's a homeschooler.
Wonderful.
He doesn't go to school.
Do you do experiments at home?
Yeah.
Fantastic. See?
He goes to Kumon. Yes, he's been to Kumon for how long now? years. 1 year after he joined Kumon, he stopped going to school.
I know experimental learning with, you can see the live results over here. Experimental learning will bring out the best in the students. I mean, they are capable of doing a lot more things than reading just the books. And apart from reading books, now what happened with the digital learning is that all are in front of the system most of the time. Online classes are process which is giving them the education is fine, but at the same time, the parents will not be able to put their attention towards like what they are learning in that. It's not a continuous thing that a parent can do. But what we do in our class is that we'll put some idea into their head and we'll make them being engaged to that particular concept. So that what happens by the next class, if I say in the next class we'll be doing this particular topic. See what all things that you can learn about it and come. So what happens because of the competitive mindset, students will have that idea like, okay, let me learn something more about this particular topic. Say for example, if I say a copper wire, how does how copper wire will be able to use electromagnetic force? All these things, when I say that term, they'll be thinking like, okay, let's try learning more about this one so that I'll be able to explain better than the others. That competitive mindset is what we need to put them. Healthy competition is much better than making them sitting online and staring at the display. I totally say that it's not a good idea, but however that's how the system currently is running. Now in that system, what best can we do is what I suggested, and I don't want to bore you any further. I'll just give out the demonstration on what all things that we have over here. In biology, what are we going to learn in that case? Now, is this all what we are going to learn? How the leaf is textured? No. In biology class, we'll be growing some plants as well. Like to understand how the growth rate will change from plant to plant, all these things will come under biology. We could say in chemistry also, like I said in the beginning, chemistry is a vast topic. In that, we'll be able to do a lot of projects. At house only we have a lot of chemical reactions that can be observed. Today's experiment, just as a demonstration purpose, I'm planning to do elephant toothpaste. Has anyone come across that part? 1, 2, 3, good. Okay, we'll be doing elephant toothpaste. And any idea what it is? How is it done? It just comes out. Why does it come out? What reaction? Good. Somebody's about to answer.
I don't know the chemical names, but like when they interact, there's an result, and that result is food.
We'll see that. Now there is H2O2, there is hydrogen peroxide, which we'll be getting in medical store. Okay, you might ask, okay, I'm not wearing any gloves or goggles. In the class, while the students are conducting chemical experiments, goggles and glasses will be provided so that no harm will be done on this case. And these are anyways not needed with the...
You cannot see that I first you have to stand up.
No, I'll hold it up now, no worries. I'll just take 1 cup of hydrogen peroxide and pour it in a bottle. And okay, this is dishwasher soap detergent. Why do I use this one? I'll let you know in the end. Because of the foam. Stir well. And then what? What is this? Any idea? Yeast. Why do we need yeast? Now when we do this experiment at home, careful with your pens. Not scolding you though. Anyways, I'm taking half cup of yeast, less than half actually. I need to take 3 cups of water proportional to that. Use this one and 1.5. Why? Because I took only half cup, right? I'll mix it up nicely. It's just yeast getting mixed with water, nothing there to show. Why is it called elephant toothpaste?
Because the elephant is so big, it needs that much toothpaste.
Really? Okay. Then in that case, I'll take it to the nearest elephant which I have over there. Okay, I think I had to mix it with hot water. A little hot water would have made it much better mixture. No problem. We'll see what happens if I pour it inside.
Yes.
Okay, we'll pour it completely. And you'll be able to see why is it happening. And you can see the foam coming out, right?
It looks like a
Satisfying? Huh?
Oh, that's what
See, I hardly took only half bottle of things, okay? I didn't have anything more. Then how come it is coming out of the bottle altogether? And it still goes on. For how long will it happen? We'll see that. Understanding science behind it. Yeah, and it gets hot, it gets a little warm. Okay, what's actually happening over here? H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, will react with, will have tendency to lose out oxygen when it is mixed with, yeast. If I just put yeast mixture into the hydrogen peroxide, you'll be able to see only the bubbles coming out, but you'll not be able to see the foam coming out. And to get that foam, we use soap detergent. That's it. What actually soap detergent does is that all the oxygen which wants to get liberated from the liquid will be stopped by the density of the soap detergent. Will hold it down and ensure that it forms into foam and comes out. It doesn't lose out altogether. The oxygen doesn't lose out entirely. If we do the same experiment without using soap detergent, what would happen? We'll do that experiment in the class when we are doing the same experiment again. Clear? Anyways, nasty, and that's what I said about chemistry. If we'll be able to do. You can also do this experiment at home. All the things that we need will be peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, and a dishwasher with some amount of dry yeast. With all these three, it can be done. And very, the most necessity that you need to have is your parents around. Okay? Let's get to the basic part of physics now. When I say physics, somebody explained about circuit, I'm happy. But when we say open circuit, closed circuit, all these things, yes. Now I have a circuit over here with an LED connected to it. What is a circuit? If I say circuit is a closed path. Circuit is just a closed path where something can go. In a race car, F1 racing, all those things, they'll call the racing track as a circuit. Why? Because it's a closed path, right? So in the same way, this is a closed path where F1 racers will not be racing. Instead, the current will be racing from one point to the other. So what happens when I connect a battery to this particular circuit? Well, there's an LED which is not glowing. It's actually glowing if you see, but now you'll be able to increase the intensity at which it glows. So what did I do? There is a knob kind of a thing over here in my hand, and when I rotate it, the intensity of the light is increasing and decreasing. Why is this happening? Any idea what this could be?
I think it's called a potentiometer.
Potentiometer. What is it used for? What does it do actually?
It decreases the amount of current flowing through the wire.
How does it do that?
Resistance reduces.
Very good. This is a resistor in general terms. Okay, this is a variable resistor which increases and decreases the resistance. If you have a different use, you can use it.
What is